Hello Janvi Sangli. Hello Janvi Ahmednagar. Hello all the YouTube people. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to all. Okay. So welcome to my class, guys. And yeah. Okay. So can you guys tell me whether I'm audible or not, or is my screen is visible to you or not? So kindly just respond to the chat box so that we can start the class. Is it audible? Just quickly, जल्दी बता दो. Okay. So I think there is no problem because there is no response from you guys. I hope I am clearly audible. Okay. So yeah, it is audible, I guess. Okay, so now today what we are going to do, you can see on the screen that we are going to discuss the chapter test paper that happened today. I hope it was good. Okay, so how was the paper? Can anybody tell me? Are you getting benefited by the that crash course classes that you are attending? Are you able to solve the problem based on the whatever we have discussed in these three class of limits? I know you guys are in hope. You guys have missed, I guess, one or two classes because you were not there. But I hope that कि आप लोग बाद में देखा होगा videos. Okay, so less time है but yeah question is also little bit easier. Okay, so I hope कि इसमें कोई excuse नहीं होना चाहिए because paper will be very easy. तो moderate type का होगा, बहुत भी easy नहीं होगा, moderate type का होता है, right? So one by one we are going to discuss all the questions. There are 20 questions that I have selected. All question I will try to finish. Okay, and in meanwhile if you will be having any problem, just let me know through the chat box. Okay, and if you know the answer already, you can just let me know through the chat box also. Okay, so the first question, guys. Okay, the first question is simple question is that you know that why we are using limit, that if limit question is given, first of all what you have to do, you just have to put the limiting value. Okay, and if you are getting any finite value, then it is okay, that will be your limit answer, that will be your limiting value, that will be your answer. But suppose we are putting something and we are getting 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity of some random indeterminate form. Okay, then you have to use the properties of limit and everything that we have discussed, and based on that you have to solve the question. So first of all, let me check whether it is a indeterminate form or determinate form. So x tending to infinity, if I will write 10 of 2x minus x divided by 3x minus sine x. So I am putting it. So what I will get? I will get 10 of 2 pi minus of pi divided by 3 pi minus sine of pi. Right? You know that 10 of 2 pi is what? It is 0, right? So it is 0 minus pi divided by 3 pi minus sine pi is what? It is 0. So what we are getting? We are getting minus pi divided by 3 pi. So pi will be cancelled and we will be getting minus 1 by 3. So after putting the limit, we got a finite value that is minus 1 by 3. So that's why no need to solve the limit because we are getting the value only. So that's why the answer will be simply minus 1 by 3. And suppose some 0 by 0 form is coming, like 0 by 0, then only we can go further. Otherwise, if you are getting the value by putting the value only, then it is fine. That will be your answer. Okay, is there any doubt, guys? Is there any doubt? Janvi Sangli, Ahmednagar? Okay, so this is a very easy question. So the next question what we will see this question. Okay, limit x tending to infinity. This is 3 minus root x divided by 2 root x plus 5. Okay, so whenever you see such kind of problem, and if x tending to infinity, what you will do, your first idea should be just try to keep variables in denominator so that it will become 0, right? So here if you will see it is 3 also, so can I write like this, minus of root x plus 3 divided by 2 root x plus 5. Okay, so now we will try to make everything in denominator only, right? Because here we are saying if we are putting x tending to infinity, so it is minus infinity divided by 2 into infinity plus 5. So it is coming as minus infinity by infinity form. So what I will do, I will try to make everything in the denominator. So for that, what I have to do, can I write like this? Minus x plus minus root x plus 3 divided by root x and 2 root x plus 5 divided by root x. I can write like this. If I have written like this, then what I will get? I will get minus 1 plus 3 by root x, and here I will get 2 plus 5 root x. So now here from here you can see I have brought root x into denominator part. इससे फायदा क्या हो गया कि if x tending to infinity, so root x is also tending to infinity, and if root x also tending to infinity, so what you are going to get? Definitely something divided by infinity is what? It will be 0, and it will be 0. Then what we are left with? We will left with this minus 1 and this is 2. So the answer will be simply minus 1 by 2. Okay, so your main idea should be, if there is something like this where you can see the degree here it is 1 by 2 and here it is also 1 by 2. So if power is same, then you can use that formula. It will be 100% perfect for you. Okay, if x tending to infinity. Okay, you can divide by the same, and then after that you will get some constant plus something divided by x or x square, anything it can come. So then it will become 0, 0, and then minus 1 by 2. You can simply write. Okay. So now I hope it is clear. We will see similar kind of problems in later of the class also. So you just wait and watch. Right. So this question. This is also very easy question. I hope you are able to solve this type of question. Limit x tending to 0, 1 minus cos 2x, and then 3 plus cos x, and divided by x tan 4x. Okay, so if you will put x tending to 0, then what you are going to get? If you are putting x tending to 0, this will become cos 0, right? This will become cos 0. If it will become cos 0, so cos 1, it will be 1 minus 1, it will become 0. So it is 0 by 0 form only. And here it is also 0 into tan 0, it is 0. So 0 by 0 form only. So we will try to use L'Hospital rule as well as normal. So in this case, it is better to use normal rule. So I have so many times I have told you, whenever you see 1 minus cos 2x, just try to write 2 sin square x only. Okay, so I can write like this. And then this is what? 3 plus 4 cos 4x, sorry, cos x, divided by this is x tan 4x. Now you have to start making sin x by x or cos x by x. Okay, start making sin x by x or cos x, sorry, tan x by x, sorry. तो इसमें क्या करेंगे? This is tan 4x ना. Can I write like this? 4x into 4x, right? So for this it will become what? 1, right? Because if x tending to 0, then 4x is also tending to 0. Now this is sin square x, and here there is 1x, or here there is 1x. So I can write 2, and this 4 I can also write, and this is 3 plus cos x I am writing, and here it will be sin square x divided by x square, because this x and this x. So now this is not a problem, because if I will put x tending to 0 as a limit, it will be 2 by 4, and this is 3 plus cos 0, it is 1, and then this is sine x by x ka whole square, so this is also equals to 1. So 1 ka whole square, it is 1 only, and this is 2 by 4 into 4, so 4 cancel out. The answer is what? It is 2 only. Right, guys? So this is a very easy question. Whenever you see 10 in some multiply form, you can use the divided by 4x into 4x. Okay, why 4x? Because this 4x here, so we have to do 4x into 4x. So C will be your correct answer. Till now, is there any problem? Jan B Rajkot, Jan B Ahmednagar, Jan B Sangli, all the YouTube people. Is there any problem with this? This same problem I have discussed, so I won't waste my time here. I will go to the next question. Okay. Okay. Okay, very good. So now this question. This is limit x tending to 4. This is 3 minus root 5 plus x. And here this is 1 minus root 5 minus x. So if you will put 4 now, you will see this is 3 minus root 9. This is 3 minus 3, 1 minus 1. So you will get 0 by 0 form. Okay, 0 by 0 form. So you have two ways to solve this. One is either you can use rationalization in both the denominator and numerator, because this is root wala type na. So in root wala type you can use rationalization also. But there is also one short form, that is L-Hospital rule. Okay, you can use it here. So I am using L-Hospital rule only. But remember that you can't use it in your board examination. If any questions come from limit, you can't use L-Hospital rule. Okay, you will get 0. Okay, jitna bhi answer aa gaya, you will always get 0, because it is strictly prohibited. Okay, so that's why I'm saying that don't use it in your board examination. So if L-Hospital rule means what? You have to just differentiate the denominator and differentiate the numerator. So 3 means what? It is 0 minus root 5 plus x ka differentiation. This is 1 by 2 root 5 plus x. And then what is x ka coefficient? It is 1 only. Similarly, 1 ka differentiation is 0 minus 1 divided by 2 root 5 minus x, and x ka coefficient is minus 1, so I can write minus 1. So it is minus 1 cancel, 2 cancel, and after that you will see that it will come as minus of root 5 minus x. This will go numerator and this will come in a denominator. This is your final answer, not final, but final equation. Now you can put the limit. Again you have to put, again if it is coming 0 by 0 form, again you have to differentiate numerator and denominator. But I guess in the first part only, after putting, you will get a finite value, that is 5 minus 4, and this is root 5 plus 4. So this is minus 1, root 5 plus 4, it is now root 9, that is 3. So what is your answer? Your answer is minus 1 by 3. Okay, is there any problem? I don't think there is any problem. ठीक है, simple L-Hospital rule लगा सकते हैं, and then denominator करो, numerator को differentiate करो and solve करो. Okay. Okay, so we will move to the next question. Okay. Yeah, this is a good question, because here comes for the limit part, there is nothing to do here, but we should have the idea about the composite function. Okay, so we have f of x is given, we have gx is given, and we have hx is given. What we have to do, we have to find limit of x tending to 0, f of g of h of x, right? So one by one, first we have to find this function, and then only I can apply the limit formula. So just see, guys. So for the composite, I think you should have idea about composite function. You must have idea about composite function. So what I will do, hx is given, this is mod x, right? So first I will try to find g of h of x. Okay, so now If gx is x plus 1, if x is greater than 0, so definitely g of h of x is replaced with what? H of x. So I can write like this, h of x plus 1 if hx is greater than 0, and it is minus of h of x ka whole square plus 1 if hx is less than equals to 0. Right? What I have done, simply I have replaced this x, all 3x with what? H of x. But we know that ki hx is what? It is mod x. And if hx is mod x, then we can blindly say that hx is always greater than equals to 0, right? Always greater than equals to 0. It means what? Definitely we will consider this function only because hx is always greater than 0, because this can't be possible, because hx can't be negative because it is mod value. So from here, what we have got? We have got g of h of x, and that is equals to what? Hx plus 1. Because here it wouldn't work. And what is hx? It is mod x. So this is mod x plus 1. So from here, we have got g of h of x. Right. Now we will try to find f of g of h of x. Right. So you know that what is f of x? It is x minus 1 if x is greater than equals to 1. So what I will write, in place of x, I will replace with g of h of x. So it will be g of h of x minus 1 if g of h of x will be greater than equals to 1, and I will write 2 into g of h of x ka whole square minus 2 if g of h of x is less than 1. Okay, so now again, if you will observe, guys, if you will observe this equation g of h of x, you know that it is mod x plus 1, and you know that mod x is always greater than equals to 0, and it is plus 1 only. So I can blindly again say that g of h of x will be what? Always greater than equals to 1, because this is great, can't be less than 0, so it is always greater than 0. So greater than 0 plus 1, so it is always greater than 1. Again there is no use of this one, because g of h of x is always greater than equals to 1. So we will just cancel this and we will consider this only. So finally, what answer, what function we have got? F of g of h of x, it is g of h of x minus 1. And what is g of h of x? We have found this is mod x plus 1 minus 1. So plus 1 plus minus 1 कट गया, ये minus x आ गया. F of g of hx is क्या आ गया? By using all the method, we have to keep in mind these things also, inequality, domain, all things. So for that, you should have a good idea about the composite function. So after applying all this, what we have got? F of g of hx, that is equals to mod x. So it finally come as hx only. So you have to just find the limit of what? Mod x. So I hope आप लोगों को समझ में आ गया होगा. What we have to find? We have to find limit x tending to 0, f of g of h of x. And what is this? This is nothing but mod x only. This is mod x. So if you will put x tending to 0, this is 0 only. Is there any problem, guys? Please let me know through the chat box if there is any problem. Just let me know, guys. Any doubt? Anything? जल्दी जल्दी से बताओ ताकि हम लोग आगे बढ़ सकते हैं. बताओ बताओ, समझ में आ गया है ये? जल्दी जल्दी बताओ. Okay, so just have to find the composite function and then you can find. Okay, this question is also very easy. Very easy. Okay, you have gx is given and limit x tending to 1, gx minus g1 divided by x minus 1. Okay, so I am not going to solve this question really. I will just tell you G1. What is G1? It will be minus of root 25 minus 1 ka whole square. So you will get as minus root 24. So what is the limit extending to 1? It is simply minus root 25 minus x square minus what is G1? G1, it is minus root 24. So minus minus plus it is 24 and divided by x minus 1. Again, if you will put 1, you will be getting minus root 24 plus root 24 divided by 1 minus 1. So it is 0. So it is 0 by 0 form. So what you have to do? You have to just apply the L-Hospital rule. Okay. Whenever you see such kind of problem, you can use L-Hospital rule. L-Hospital rule, I think this is root 24. After differentiating, it will become 0. This is will become 1. You have to just differentiate this term, and after putting the value, what you will get? You will get 1 by root 24. So answer will be 1 by 2 root 6. Okay, so this is the answer that you will get. Okay. Okay, so I hope this is also clear. We will move to the next question. Okay. Here also you can use L-Hospital rule only. X tending to 1 minus h you can put, and after that what you will got? You will get same thing. Okay, like this you will get limit x tending to 1 minus. Okay, so I am putting 1 minus h and h tending to 0. Okay, so this is root pi and this is root 2 sine inverse x. Yani x means what? 1 minus h, and then root under 1 minus. Okay, in place of x, I can write 1 minus h. Okay, you can write, no problem, no issue with that. Okay, yeah. So what will happen? It is root pi, and this is what? Root 2 sine inverse 1 minus h. It means what? Almost 1. And here also you will get 1 minus 1, it is root h. So you will always get 0 by 0 form. Okay, so 0 by 0 form you have got. So what you can do? You have two things. What you can do? Simply you can differentiate. Differentiate both sides. Differentiate both sides. So after differentiating, what we are going to get? This is root pi. So this is constant. So it will become 0 minus root 2 sine inverse x. So what I will do, right? You know that root x ka differentiation is 1 by 2 root x. So simply I will write 1 by 2 root 2 sine inverse x. And then again we have to go inside because there is a chain rule applied, because root ke andar mein jana padega. And 2 sine inverse x means what? 2 into sine inverse x ka 1 divided by 1 minus x square, right? And similarly, if you will go in the denominator side, so again it will be 1 by 2 root 1 minus x, and again minus x. So this is minus 1. Okay, so for this minus and minus will be cancelled out. This 2 and 2 will be cancelled out. And what will happen? This 2 root 1 minus x will go upper side like this. And this root 2 sine inverse x will be written like this. And root 1 minus x. Okay, so after solving this, we will got this. And after cancelling this, can we write like this root 1 plus x? Because root x, what? It is root 1 plus x into root 1 minus x. So root 1 minus x and root 1 minus x will cancel out. It will be root 1 plus x only. So after solving all this, what we have got is, this will be limit x tending to 1 minus, this will be 2 divided by root 2 sine inverse x. Okay, and then after that root 1 plus x. So you can put limit now 1 minus h, so it will be 2 minus root 2 sine inverse 1 minus h, and this is 1 plus 1 minus h. And you can now put h tending to 0. It will become 2 divided by 2 sine inverse 1, and then it will be 1 plus 1, it is 0, so it is 2, root 2. So root 2 cancel, This is root 2 divided by, this is 2. Sine inverse 1 will be what? It will be pi by 2. So 2 cancel. It will be root 2 divided by root pi. So the answer is root 2 by pi. So this is your correct answer, guys. Is there any problem? JNB, Ahmednagar, Gondia, Rajkot, Sangli. Is there any problem? Okay. I hope everyone knows the differentiation. We are doing differentiation, and wherever it is cancelling, like 1 minus x and root under 1 minus x square. What we are doing, we are cancelling this because minus में रहेगा तो प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट करेगा. हमने देखा कि एक कट रहा है तो हमने कैंसिल कर दिया. Okay, and after that just put the limit, you will get the answer. Okay, I hope it is clear to all of you. You can see the solution as well. ठीक है? Yeah. Okay, guys. देखो ये question number 8. This is also very easy one. Okay. This is limit x tending to 2, x to the power n minus 2 to the power n, x minus 2. So this is very easy formula, direct formula we have. Okay, x to the power n minus a to the power n divided by x minus a. I hope कि जिस सबने ये क्वेश्चन किया होगा एग्जाम में, नहीं किया होगा इट मींस आप लोग पढ़ाई नहीं कर रहे हो. ठीक है. So after solving this, this is equals to 80 given now. So I can write like this: n into, in place of 8 is 2, so 2 to the power n minus 1, and that is 80. So n into 2 to the power minus 1 is equals to 80. So you can directly use hit and trial. N is equals to 3, so 3 into 2 to the power 2, it is not coming 80. But if you will see this 5, so if I will write 5 into 2 to the power 5 minus 1, that is 4, so it is coming as 80. So by the hit and trial only, you can directly see that if the n value will be 5, then only we will get 80. Okay, so this was very easy question. Okay, so 5 will be the correct answer. Okay, so now we will move to the next question. This is your, we have to see in which format it is. Now it is come as power. Okay, so you know that whenever x tending to infinity now, and x plus 2 divided by x plus 1, you can see the degree is same. If the degree is same and x tending to infinity, so the answer of this limit will be what? 1. Why? Because coefficient is 1, here coefficient is also 1. So this is 1, and if you will put infinity here, it is infinity plus 3, that is infinity. So it is coming in the form of 1 to the power infinity. And I hope you know the form that if limit x tending to a, f of x and g of x, it is coming as 1 to the power infinity form. So what is the answer of this limit? It is e to the power limit x tending to a, f of x. This function I will write minus 1 into what? Whatever in the power, we will do the multiplication with the f of x minus 1 into gx. So same thing we are going to do it here. Okay, so what will be the answer? It will be e to the power limit x tending to infinity. What is your f of x? This is your f of x, and this is your g of x, right? So what I will do, I will simply add x plus 2, x plus 1 minus 1 into what is gx? Gx is x plus 3 here. Okay, so now again you can see limit x tending to infinity. After taking LCM x plus 1, it will be x plus 2 minus x minus 1, sorry, x plus 1, and then x plus 3. Okay, so after solving this, what you are going to get? I think this is x plus 1. Okay, so e to the power 1 2 है ना, और इधर क्या है? x plus 1 है. अच्छा, तो यहाँ से क्या हो जाएगा? ये x x कैंसिल हो जाएगा, 2 में 1 गया तो 1 आ गया, यानी e to the power 1 limit x tending to infinity. This is x plus 3 and this is what? X plus 1. So after solving this, what you have got? You have got this one. Okay, so now again you can see this for same x coefficient. So what is the limit value now? Again, it is 1. So the answer will be e to the power 1. So answer is E, guys. Okay, is it clear, everyone? Have you got the answer? So very easy one, same kind of problem we have done in the previous classes also. So if you will be attentively see the questions, whatever I am discussing in the class, at least 5-6 questions you can easily do the test itself. Okay, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. किसी को अगर कोई बीच में डाउट हो, you can ask me at any time. Okay, so we will move to the next question. Yeah. See this question, little bit different. Limit x tending to infinity, x square sine 1 by x minus x divided by 1 minus mod x. So first thing I have always told you, whenever you see this kind of problem, just try to keep x in denominator only. So one thing I am trying to do, 1 by x is there, no problem. So if x tending to infinity, definitely 1 by x tending to what? 0. Okay, definitely 1 by infinity tending to 0. And then what I will do, I will simply divide by x, and this side also I will divide by x. For that, what I am going to get? X will be cancelled out. This will be x into sine 1 by x minus 1 divided by 1 by x minus mod x by x. Okay, now one thing I can write sine 1 by x, and this x I can keep in denominator and I can write 1 by x. Why I am writing it? Because 1 by x is tending to 0. I can use the formula sine something divided by something is equals to 1. And here it is 1 only, and this is 1 by x, and this is mod x by x. So now if limit x tending to 0 and x tending to infinity and 1 by x tending to 0, so what will happen now? This will become 1. Okay, this is 1 only. This will become 0. And this is minus of mod x by x. So what we are going to get as 1 minus 1 divided by minus of mod x by x. So this we have got 1 minus 1, it is 0. So now I think you can see this, what I have done, the calculation part. Okay, so now what we will do in the next, this is limit x tending to infinity, right? And if it is 1 minus 1, and here it is 0 minus mod x plus x. So you know that either mod x will be what? Always positive, right? And x tending to infinity. So I can write my 1 minus 1, 0 minus, this is positive only, x by x, so it is 1. So it is 0 divided by minus 1. And you know that 0 by something is okay, because we are trying to find a definite value, finite value. And finite value 0 by 1, 0 is also a finite value. So what will be the answer? It is 0. It should not come as 0 by 0, but 0 by 3 is okay, 0 by 1 is okay, 0 by minus 1 is okay, everything is okay. So what is the answer? 0 is the correct answer. So you can use this, and what you will get as the answer, it will be 0 only. Okay. Okay, so now we will move to the next question. This is also very easy. Again, like 1 minus cos x form, just convert without thinking for a second, like 2 sin square x ka format mein. So 1 minus cos x square, I can write like this, 2 sin square, and x square will be like 2, like this. I can write, and this is root. Right. Similarly, here it is 2 sine a square x by 2. I can write like this. So now if you will come out with this root, it will be root 2. It will be sine x square by 2. And here it is 2 sine a square x by 2. So now we have to make it 1, right? We have to make it 1. but here it is sine x square by 2. So what I will do, I will simply multiply with x square by 2 and divide by x square by 2, right? And if x tending to 0, then x square is also tending to 0, or x square by 2 is also tending to 0. So no problem, we can make this as 1, a big 1. Okay, now here it is sine square x by 2, but here it is sine me square, not x me square. So what I can do, I can write like this, x by 2 ka whole square, and then I can also write x by 2 ka whole square. So now it will become 1. This will become 1, right? Because this is sine x by 2 divided by x by 2 ka whole square. Okay, so this is 1, this is 1. What you are left with? You are left with root 2 x square by 2, and in नीचे side में क्या हो गया? X square by 4. Okay, x square by 4. So again okay, cancel. So now what we can do, here it is, right? Here again there is a 2, right? Now there is a 2, so it is 2 also. So what we can do now, this 2 will go upper side, so it will be 2 root 2 divided by 2, so 2 cancel, so the answer will be root 2 only. Okay, so answer is root 2 only. So that what we have done simply the calculation part. Is there any problem? Is there any problem, anybody? Just let me know through the chat box. Is there any problem? जल्दी जल्दी से बता दो, so that we can move to the next part. Okay, I hope कोई problem नहीं है, similar set of questions है. Okay, now this question. Limit x tending to infinity root under a square x square plus ax plus 1 minus root under a square x square plus 1. Okay, again if we are putting infinity, we are getting infinity minus infinity, but that is not the answer. Infinity can't be answer. Okay, so now what we can do, and again we can't use L-Hospital rule also because there is no denominator. So what I will do, I will simply, because these both are in root, so we will try to rationalize it. Okay, rationalize it. इसको rationalize कर दो. A square x square plus ax plus 1 plus root under a square x square plus 1, and like this, root under a square x square plus ax plus 1 and plus root under a square x square plus 1. So now it is a minus b into a plus b. So a square minus b square. So it will become like this. A square x square root will be khatam. Okay, khatam ho jayega. And like this, and here we can write like this. Okay, and in denominator side it will be as it is. Okay, a square x square plus 1. So now you can see this will be cancelled with this, 1 will be cancelled with this, and we will left with ax. And here you can see this is x square, right? And there is one x. So again, if you will put x tending to infinity, it will be problem, because again it will be infinity by infinity. So what I will do, I will try to bring this x square out. If I will try to bring this x square out, so it will become as x only. And here it will become a square, and it will become ax by x square, and it will become 1 by x square. Similarly, this side it will become as a square plus 1 by x square. So now इससे बोलते हैं एक तीर से दो निशान हो गए. क्या हो गए? एक तीर से दो निशान. बिकॉज देखो ये x x निकल गया, यहाँ से x स्क्वायर को x निकाला बिकॉज रूट के अंदर में, ये भी कैंसिल हो गया. एंड यू नो दैट लिमिट x टेंडिंग टू इंफिनिटी, if infinity, so this will become 0, this will become 0, and this will become 0. So what you will be left with, you will be left with a divided by a square plus root a square. So it will be a divided by a plus a. So it is a by 2a. So this is 1 by 2 only. So what is your answer? Your answer will be 1 by 2 only. Is there any problem? Is there any problem? Just let me know. अगर कोई भी दिक्कत है तो. Okay, so just do the calculation, just know the process. These are the very easy questions. Okay. Okay. Now, this question. Limit x tending to 2. Here it is x minus 2. Here it is log x minus 1 to the base a. Okay, after putting 2 by 2 minus 2, it will be 0 by 0. Definitely, we are going to get 0 by 0 because 2 minus 1, it is 1. So log 1 to the base a, log 1 is anything, always it is 0. So we can use L hospital rule, but that thing is very simple. Differentiate upper side and numerator side and denominator side. We will do some property using. Okay, so I think you know this property. If limit x tending to 0, then ln of 1 plus x divided by x is always going as getting as 1. Okay, so I am going to use this property. So if you will observe this, can I write like this x minus 2 tending, if x tending to 2, so x minus 2 tending to 0, and I am considering this x minus 2 as h. So now what it will become? This will become h. So I can write h. And then you can see this is nothing but 1 plus 1, because 1 minus 2 minus 1. So I can write like this. So it will become 1 plus h. So now I can write log 1 plus h to the base a. Okay, and here it is limit h tending to 0 now. So now we have got that form, but the problem is that in place of e, the base is a, right? So there is one more formula we have. We know that the log property, if something like this written, log to the base a, and if we want to make the base as e, so what we can do, I can write like this, x to the base e divided by a to the base e. We can make both base as e if it is x and if it is a, and like this. Okay, so similarly, and this is what log ln x and this is what ln a. So what I am going to use here, I will try to convert this is that in that form only. I can write it as log e to the base 1 plus h, and I can write log e to the base a. And what is this? This is nothing but ln 1 plus h. So now we can use na h divided by ln 1 plus h will be what? It will be 1 only, because if ln 1 plus x divided by x is 1, so x by ln 1 plus x will be also what? It will be 1 only. So what we have left with? We have left with log a to the base e. It will be in denominator ka denominator. It will go upper side because this is just a constant. Okay. So what will be the answer? It will be log a to the base e, or sometimes you can also write ln a. Okay. So why I have used this property? Because these are the properties जो आगे चल के you can see so many times. So that's why by using the same property again, I thought ki you can use the property, this property also, ln 1 plus x. But you have to observe this. This is x minus 2. This is x minus 1. Them exactly perfect for this property, like this 1 plus something, x minus 2, and this is x minus 2 plus 1. So C will be your correct answer. Okay, I hope it is clear to all of you guys. ओके चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं फिर. ओके, this 14 number question, again we have used so many times the very basic limit x tending to infinity. Okay, this is x square plus 1 divided by x plus 1, right? If you will put infinity, so infinity ka square divided by infinity plus 1, degree is also great, so infinity will come, but your answer is 0. Definitely there is some problem, because we can't because it is already given na, the answer is 0. So by the property we know that if any rational function is given and the numerator degree is greater than the denominator degree, so the limit value is infinity, but answer is 0. So but we have to do something, right? So what I will do, I will write like this: x square plus 1 and x plus 1, and this I can write as ax plus b, and we have to include this also. So after including this, what we are going to get? We are going to get x square plus 1. Okay, and then I can write like this: x plus 1, and this is ax plus b. Okay, so now you can see this is x square plus 1 minus of ax square minus ax plus b, sorry, plus bx plus ax and plus b, and divided by x plus 1. Okay, so now all combined together. So now what will happen if I will write the coefficient separately, 1 minus a, and similarly I can write like this: x a plus b, and then I can also write minus b divided by x plus 1, and limit x tending to infinity. But again there is a problem, that again the x square degree is greater, but we want a finite answer, and that is 0. That is 0, it is given. So it means what? If we want a finite answer, then the coefficient should must be 0. 1 minus a must be 0. Otherwise, we can't find. So 1 minus a should be must be 0. So it will become 1 minus a is equals to 0. So a will become what? 1. So from here we have got, so that will become 0. Now we are left with minus of x a plus b minus b divided by x plus 1. Again limit x tending to infinity. If x tending to infinity, and now degree will become equal. This is 1, this is 1. Then what is the limit of the limiting answer? You know that it is the coefficient of x of numerator and the coefficient of x, that is 1. So minus a plus b is your final answer. But it is given as what? 0. So it is 0. So from here what we can write? A plus b will become 0. Okay, so by using that property only we can find. So a is equals to 1. So what is b? B is equals to minus 1. So this will be your correct answer. A is equals to 1 and b is equals to minus 1. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So now we will move to the next question. Yeah. This is also very easy question. Okay, you can see this is the pattern: 1 divided by 1 into 3, 1 divided by 3 into 5, 1 divided by 5 into 7. So if you will take the summation part, so it is nothing but it is coming as n is equals to 1 से लेकर n is equals to n तक, ठीक है? And then we will see. So you can see what is happening. The general part is what? It is 1 divided by 2r minus 1 into 2r plus 1. Here you can write r is equals to 1. Okay, so now we will use the method of differentiation. Okay, method of difference. Method of difference. So I can write by the partial fraction method. There is a method called partial fraction. What we can do, we can write it like this: 1 by 2r minus 1 divided by 1 by 2r plus 1. Okay, 1 by 2r minus 1 divided by 1 by 2r plus 1. So here what you are going to get? 2r plus 1 minus 2r plus 1, and then it is half of. Okay, you can check, guys. After this you will get only this. So in place of this I will write this, and this is what summation of r is equals to 1 से n तक. So 1 by 1 I will put everything, because we have seen this kind of thing. Okay, previously inverse trigonometry में देखा था, right? तो देखा है हमने इसको. So now what we are going to do, this is 1 by 2. If we will put 1, it will be 1 by 1 minus 1 by 3. If I will put 2, I will get 1 minus 3, 1 by 3 divided by minus 1 by 5. Simply 1 minus 5, 1 by 7. And if you will go till n, it will be 1 divided by 2n minus 1 minus 1 by 2n plus 1. So 1 by 1 every will get cancelled, and we will left with only first one and the last one. So what we will get? what we will get? We will get 1 by 2, 1 minus 1 by 2n plus 1. Okay, 1 minus 1 by 2n plus 1. And you can see if n is infinity, so definitely this part will become 0. So what we will get? We will get 1 by 2 as a correct answer. Okay, so this is always, you know, that method of difference. In method of difference, what you have to do? You just have to take the method of difference, just you can arrange in such a way like something minus something, so that if you will write first term, second term, all will be cancelled out. You will be left with first and the last. That will be the summation value, and after that whatever the function you will get, just try to use the formula. Okay, is there any problem guys? बताओ बच्चों, समझ में आ रही है बातें? हमने देखी है ऐसी क्वेश्चंस बहुत बार। ठीक है, चलो क्वेश्चन नंबर 16 देखते हैं। ये बहुत ही आसान सा क्वेश्चन है। इसमें हम लोग क्या लगा सकते हैं? वी कैन यूज सैंडविच थ्योरम। सैंडविच थ्योरम, ओके, सैंडविच थ्योरम। सैंडविच थ्योरम क्या कहता है? लाइक इफ देयर आर 3 फंक्शंस and like this and like this, okay, if there are 3 functions like this, then limiting value of all the function will be equals, like limit extending to a f of x is equals to limit g of x extending to a, and limit extending to a h of x, if this is the case. Okay, so I hope you have seen the sandwich theorem. Okay, if not, you can see through YouTube videos. We have discussed in the previous classes also. So you can see function is a positive increasing function. If positive increasing function means what? If positive increasing function means what? Increasing function means what? If x2 is greater than x1, then definitely f of x2 is greater than f of x1. This is the case for positive increasing function. So we have one value, limit value given, we have to find the other one. So we have to create g of x. So what I will do, I know that if it is an increasing function, so definitely x, 2x will be greater than x and 3x will be greater than 2x. Then I can write like this. I can create the function f of x will be always greater than the f of 2x is greater than f of x1, and f of 3x is greater than f of 2x. So I am creating the function f of x, g of x, and h of x. But here the limit value is divided by f of x now. So I will divide by f of x here, I will divide by f of x here, and I will divide it by f of x here. So it will become what? 1. And this is the, you can see hx. And this is what you can see how you can see as gx. So this limiting value is given now 1, and this is the value we have to find, f of 2x divided by f of x. So from here, if you will compare that, you will see that this f of 2x divided by f of x is making sandwich between f of 3x by f of x and f of x by x. So here also value is 1 and here also 1, और उसी के बीच में ये सैंडविच बना रहा है. It means what? इसकी भी वैल्यू क्या होगी? 1. So I can write like this: limit x tending to infinity, f of 2x divided by f of x is also equals to 1, guys. So is it clear, guys? So what is the value? This is the 1. Okay. So now we have some question. This is very easy question. You can simply write 1060 divided by 60 into 60, and here it is, you can write sine 2t by 2t into 2t. This is 1, this is 1, tt cancel, 6 by 2 is equals to 3. Okay, so ये भी easy है. Okay, here you can also see this is also very easy. It is saying x tending to 2, right? So if I will put x tending to 2, so it will become f of 1 minus 2, and it is 1 minus 1. So, but answer is pi. We are getting pi. So if this is something and this is 0, so something by 0 is not defined now. So for getting finite value, it should be 0 by 0 form only. क्योंकि हमें फाइनाइट आंसर दिया गया है, बट आफ्टर पुटिंग द वैल्यू वी आर गेटिंग समथिंग माइनस 0. इट मींस व्हाट, कि ऊपर वाले को भी क्या होना पड़ेगा, 0 होना पड़ेगा, तभी जाके हम कोई लिमिट की प्रॉपर्टी यूज कर पाएंगे और इसका वैल्यू फाइनाइट आएगा. तो यहाँ से जब इसको 0 होना पड़ेगा तो यहाँ से एफ ऑफ एक्स की वैल्यू क्या आ जाएगी, 2 आ जाएगी. जब एफ ऑफ एक्स की वैल्यू 2 आ गई तो लिमिट एक्सटेंडिंग टू 1 f of x, तो f of x is a constant function, तो ये तो 2 है, लिमिट वैल्यू इज आल्सो. तो कभी कभी क्या होता है कि 0 by 0 फॉर्म में नहीं भी रहे, तो 0 by मतलब इंफिनिटी बाय समथिंग और 2 by इंफिनिटी मतलब कुछ समथिंग बाय इंफिनिटी रहे, तो आपको सबको 0 बनाना पड़ेगा, ठीक है, और उस हिसाब से हमें ऑपरेट करना पड़ेगा. ओके, सो आई थिंक that's it for the today's class, guys. Okay, we have 2 more questions. We can solve this question also. This is very easy one, like this: e to the power x 1 by e to the power x minus 2 divided by x square. We can do. Okay, and we have one more thing. If I will take 1 by e to the power x outside, it will become e to the power 2x plus 1 minus 2 to the power ex divided by x square, right? Now if you will observe this now, you will get e to the power x minus 1 का whole square it is. इससे क्या होगा, 1 by e to the power x, this is e to the power x minus 1 का whole square, and here it is x square. And if it is 1 by e to the power x, it is e to the power x minus 1x का whole square, right? And if it is limit extending to 0, and I hope you know this formula, if x tending to 0, e to the power x minus 1 divided by x is what, 1, and x tending to 0, so 1 divided by e to the power 0 into 1 ka whole square, so it is 1 only. So what is the value? It is 1. Okay, and the last question, you can solve this again by using again 0 by 0 form. Okay, 0 by 0 form, try making it 0 by 0 form, and after that definitely you will get the answer. Okay, so just try it. This is a good question, and also you have got the solution from there, you can find it. So that's it for the today's class. So we will meet in the next class with the continuity and differentiability. We will start where we have left in the previous class. Okay, thank you guys. If you are having any doubt, I don't have any class, so now so I can solve your doubts. Otherwise, we will meet in the next class. Okay, thank you, Janvi Rajkot. Thank you. Thank you, Sangli. Bye bye.